In this section, let's try to understand what is a relationship is in Power BI. A model relationship propagates a filters applied on the column of one model table to a different model table. So if you are not getting the definition of it, let's try to check it out in the diagrammatic way. Let's say I need to know what is the sales quantity for category A in current year 2018. The response will be 11, right? So how it propagates? From the category A, it will filter the product, these two products, and this table will filter the sales. Let's say you have this category 1 and 3, right? So this one record and third record will be filtered. This column is meant for product, and you have a year column, that is C by 2018, because both the conditions should match, because you have applied the category A. These two records will filter all the records over here. Let's say check it out diagrammatically here, you see, but another filter also applied, only this record will be written, so response is 11. So in order to propagate filters when you apply between the tables, you need to create this relationship. As we see in our previous section, creating a star schema is the best performing model. It will enable you to get a best performing model in terms of creating an enterprise level standard reports. You need to create a star schema. In order to create a star schema, you need to create a relationship. So let's check it out in this video how you can practically implement this. So I'm in Power BI now, and let's try to get that data whatever we saw in our previous section, like creating that star schema. Let's click on the modeling, and I'm not going to do the flat model here. Flat model doesn't make any sense since we are dealing with the relationship. Flat model is for your practice. You can practice from a single table. Flat model is all about having every data in a single table itself, like you have a product and customer, everything in a single table. This is the flat model. Ignore that one. Click on this data. Don't click on this, you need to check this box, okay? Ensure you clicking is checking in this box. And store location and customer. There is some issues in the product, so that's why I created this table too. Click on this table. Let's rename it later. Then click on load. So this will load our data over here, and then we will rename this table. Yep, we got the data here. Okay, apply changes. Let's wait for the data to load completely. It takes few seconds based on your system performance. If the volume is not so huge, it will be very quick. It will be fraction of seconds, but sometimes based on the other activities going on in your system, this may take few seconds to the minutes. I hope it's loading the data now. There you go. Now you got all the 4 tables here, and let's rename this one to product. Okay, now let's go to the relationship and check, and this time what I'm going to do is, let's not have the default relationship, because most of the time you will not have your relationship defined here, since the column names are properly defined from this Excel. That's why auto deduction is happening. Okay, now I disabled or cleared the relationship. Let's go and check it out. What is the behavior right now? Now let's set the background as usual. I prefer to do this because everything will be visible clearly. Now let's try to add one pie chart here, okay, so that you will understand. Pie chart by sales amount, and I will try to add the same table some dimension here, okay, like order type name. Okay, now online shop order or order type, it is splitting and showing the result. Let's remove this one. Now I will add the category value. what is happening over here is, let's try to add a label also so that you will understand it better. Now the total value of this entire data set is 7.79 million. Now when you see here, let's try to switch it to some bar chart if you want. That will be looking better. So this 7.78 million is repeated for all the category name. Why? Because I am using some sales amount. When I use the order type name, right? Let's try to have the order type name here and remove the category name. Now by order category name within the same table, it is splitting and showing the how much the online has contributed and how much on shop has contributed, online and on shop, right? Now when I use product, the total value is repeated. Okay, this is the behavior you should remember. When there is no relationship between the tables, the total value is being repeated. Okay, as soon as I create a relationship here, there are multiple ways to create. Just you can drag and drop, or Power BI will automatically detect sometime. So it is asking from product, that is product one side of the table, meaning like each product will have one record here. Okay, P1, P2, P3, and then in the many side, meaning like the products will be repeated here, right? That is the many side. Many entries will be available here. There is a transaction, so that is why you say cardinality 1 to many, and this should be single, meaning always one side of the table should be filtering the many side. That is what it is. So this is the active relationship you need to set, and click on it. As soon as you set this relationship, now go and check it out here. Now the filters are properly applied. This 7.79 million is split by each category. Let's try to check it out in a table so that you will see the total as well. So this is what the filter will propagate based on the relationship. Now let's try to create other relationships. So now you understand the purpose of this. As soon as you create this relationship here, then the summation will go away from here. Earlier, if you have seen, the summation symbol will be there, that will be going away. And store location ID also. Where is this? So either drag and drop, this one will help you to create a relationship. Otherwise you can also expand this and you can have a managed relationship. This also will help you. You can create a new relationship tab. You can create one among them. Let's try to create one so that you will be familiar with both the cases. Let's delete this one, and if you have multiple tables, this is the proper way. You can keep choosing the table here. So customer, and then it's the transaction and customer ID, it detects automatically. Then click on OK, then click on close. Now you can able to filter based on the customer also, like gender. Earlier if we have done, now the data is filtered based on the different dimensions. So this is where your star schema is important and the relationship is very important, right? I hope you understand the concept behind the relationship, how important it is. Without relationship, your Power BI model will not be a very efficient one. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and comment below for queries. Do remember that data is your asset.